Gur magat agus tá mansásta bheith seoniu chun churanúil díobh ar mórtas in aig an COVID le roí mé faoi cuasaí sport an Gaeilge agus an Gaeltacht. As my colleague Minister Martin has already demonstrated, the COVID-19 pandemic and associated public health measures have had a very deep and very significant impact on sports in Ireland. At level 5, we've seen the effective cessation of all sporting activity other than at elite and professional level and respective small-scale training for school-aged children, with consequent impacts on the revenues of our national governing bodies of sport, on employment in the commercial gyms and leisure sector, and most critically on the well-being of individuals and teams across the country. As with communities across the country, our Gaeltacht communities continue to struggle with the impacts of the pandemic. Brexit, coupled with the economic impact of the pandemic, will put further pressure on Gaeltacht enterprises, which will need our continued support in the weeks and months ahead. Officials from my department continue to work closely with Oireachtas and Gaeltacht to ensure that we put in place timely and appropriate measures to protect our Gaeltacht economies. These communities are also struggling from the loss of vital tourism and educational visitors. Níos tuisce mbliana a churma roinse Comhchoiste takeíocht ar fiú £7.7 milliún a bhaim a bhí dírithe ar a cinntiú go ndéanfí airneall na gláistí saora Gaeilge chuinneáil. Ó bunaíoch an rialta seo tá an Tara Martin agus mé féin ag obair gan stéine lenar go ghlaithí sa rialtas chun an cuideas measa de thionnchar COVID-19 go bhfuilú. Chuige sin a míúil se chaite dógríam ar 8 milliún breise Oireachtas na Gaeltachta agus bónan a le riint imlán capital an sin agus beagnach 8 milliún euro. Tá an mhaoinú breise sin ag taú le réimse den eistíochtaí capitúla a dheabhsóí le chumas an Oireachtas taú le fiontar áitiúla agus tá sin ag crutha 10 go 50 post nua tógála ar fud na Gaeltachta faoi láthair. Master de go dacóí an eisteach le 350 post nua níos fad tarmaí a chruthú a glínt cuidachtaí do chuid Oireachtas na Gaeltachta. Mar cuid dor daciacht leanúnacht an teanga, chur an mhaoinú níos airde ar fáil don phróiseas plan le teanga in fiche agus i pobal na Gaeltachta sa chlár takeíochtaí Gaeltachta. Ina theannta sin tá mhaoinú breise €250 milliún chur ar fáil dalín na Gaeltachta chun líon súntasach sprannachtaí a chur ar fáil dalíntóirí atá lonithe sa Gaeltacht. Tá sé gceiste gom agus ag momentum sin a chuinneáil in fiche hain le soláthar an mhaoinithe breise thúntasaigh a chuir ar fáil faoi bhuiséad fiche hain don Gaeltacht agus an Gaeilge. An céad bhliain eile curfar le riont breis is 7 milliún euro I ar fáil darnáil na Gaeltachta agus na Gaeilge. Sin ardú 14.8 milliún euro ar an gcéad le riont a rinneach I fiche. Ar ítar ann 3.8 milliún euro ar an umlán lenar chur ar chumas Oireachtas na Gaeltachta in eisteocht a dhéanamh I bobbal Gaeltachta. Joí an first teanga, chéad ardú a bhaoinú clór den 100 uair ón mbliain fiche séideag, comá le larínt bhreise 1.7 milliún euro ar na chur ar fáil don chomhibrú thuaí heas an bhliain se chuain. Ní mór dom a chur an úl chomá go bhaithí TG Cahar ardú 3.5 milliún euro in éanacht leis an 7 milliún le rion faoi chlór Gaeltachta agus Gaeilge na rinne. Faoi chlór man na rinne ag torcha a le riont don Gaeilge fiche hain go dtí beagnach 10 milliún euro. Is léir é sin ar an méid olmhór a chuireann TG Cahar le chur a bhaim strátéis fiche bliain don Gaeilge. Mada le cuasaí teanga las mid an Gaeltacht tá leirint bhreise 1 bhilliún fógartha gom chun chur le scéim na takeíochtach teanga na rinne chomála in eisteach 2 bhilliún in an eisteach capital chun an Gaeilge agus ionad culture go náisiúnta Herbert. There's been extensive engagement with the sports sector over the past number of months, which has highlighted the significant adverse impact of COVID-19 at all levels of the Irish sporting landscape. A COVID-19 sports monitoring group chaired at ministerial level has been established to engage directly with the sporting bodies. An expert group on the return to sport chaired by an official of my department has also been established to provide advice and guidance to sporting bodies. Sport Ireland is also directly engaging with sporting bodies on an ongoing basis. On Monday, Minister Martin and I were delighted to announce the allocation of funding support of €85 million to help mitigate some of the impact of COVID-19 has had this year across Irish sport. The additional funding disbursed by Sport Ireland will address the existential threat to national governing bodies and their club networks, allowing sports organisations to offset losses incurred during the pandemic. This investment will reach all levels of the sports sector, with the national governing bodies, local sports partnerships and thousands of grassroots clubs across Ireland set to benefit. The funding package includes support of over €30 million for Gaelic Games, including a special allocation of €15 million for the 2020 Championships, €18 million to support the Aire and rugby clubs throughout the country, €13 million to support the FAI and soccer clubs nationwide, grant support of almost €15 million to many other national governing bodies of sport and their affiliated clubs, additional funding of over €2.4 million for the local sports partnerships and other stakeholders to support innovative projects to keep us active in these difficult times, and for local small grant schemes. The Government recognises that the current public health measures are challenging. However, I hope that the imminent disbursement of these funds will assist the sporting bodies and clubs to plan for better times next year. Under Budget 2021, we are providing a further €36 million to Sport Ireland over and above their 2020 allocation, bringing their 2021 allocation to almost €105 million. We've also agreed an increase of €2 million in dormant accounts funding for sport allocation, bringing it to €10 million, and will soon open a new round of the Sports Capital Programme, which will offer important opportunities for clubs across the country to enhance their facilities.
Gormila Maigov to the two of you for your presentations. Very